Hi there, so today we're taking a look at some more Zeri interactions, and we'll be taking a look at Galeforce, Flash, and Zhonyas. So we'll start with Flash. With her Q, you can flash mid-Q, and the rest of the bullets will be shot from where you flash to. So if you want to hit all the bullets, it may just be better to Q flash. With W, you can W flash, but it'll shoot from the same place that you started, just like when you do E. And you can actually combine these to get a W very far from yourself. So you shoot it from here, even though you started, even though you end up over here.
This won't be perfect, but life never.
Next up is Flash with E. First we'll look at outside the wall. So here, Flash simply cancels your E. So you don't actually dash, that was mistimed. If you do E flash, I guess you can time it right, but it may be better to just flash E. If you do them at right about the same time, you will dash, and I think there is a bit of a buffer, so you could E flash, but it has to be very precisely timed and you might end up just not dashing like this. But if you press them at the same time, there should be no issue. So let's take a look at how it works in a wall. In the wall, you can use flash to transport yourself out of the wall, and you'll end up at the place that you're closest to after you flash. So let's say we do this, and then we flash to this side, and we end up at this side. So even though we're closer to this side, you can flash to get out on the other side. So that can be useful if you want to change your direction. Next up is ultimate. If you are flash, it follows you. So this is a very useful chase tool. You could even ER flash, but that might be a waste since you'll be flashing anyway, and that cancels your E as we just saw. So it might be worth more to just R flash and then save your E for chasing. Next up, we'll be looking at Galeforce. We'll start with E inside the wall with Galeforce. So you can cast Galeforce, as you can see. And when you do this, it leads you to getting kicked out of the wall. But here you get kicked out on the side that you're closest to, no matter where you target it. So here we're closest to this side, we target it on the other side, but we still get kicked out over here, unlike with Flash. So we could flash over here. Flash can decide where you want to go, but with Galeforce, it's always wherever you're closest to currently.
I faced worse in Zon. We can win.
You can't cast any abilities while you are in Galeforce, so starting a combo with Galeforce isn't worth it, unless you need to chase, I guess. You can, however, use it to cancel your E animation. I don't know when this would be useful, but possibly if you want to get back to attacking very quickly, but still want to get Galeforce off and your E, since you can't E shorter. So sometimes it may be useful to do a shorter E, like this one, for the instant reset. But and I guess you could do that a little bit faster while also weaving in Galeforce if you do a QE Galeforce Q, but that's pretty hard to time. No, you have to QE Galeforce Q. Yeah, see, we get your E off, but since you're stunned anyway just after Galeforce and can't immediately auto, it does feel pretty awkward. So I probably wouldn't use it in that context. With W Galeforce, it simply casts at the end of the cast time, and so it's just like if you were standing still, waited, and then cast it. Q Galeforce is the same thing. so that's not a very interesting interaction. Our Galeforce is also the same thing. So our abilities just finish up before the Galeforce casts, outside of E, which is cancelled.
At least I'm consistent.
But Galeforce might still be useful to get yourself out of a wall. But it's a bit awkward, since sometimes you teleport, but sometimes it takes a little bit of time. I'm not quite sure. I think if you issue a movement command, it'll go a bit faster. One last thing we'll take a short look at is E Zhonyas, because, or anything Zhonyas to be honest. It finishes the cast.
Sun's not growing yet. Better keep it that way.
Let's see with W2 actually. Here it also just finishes the cast, so not a very interesting combination, but you can do E Zhonyas so that once you get your E off,
See ya.
you're immediately safe and can't be cancelled by any knockups or anything.
Problem.
So this could actually be useful for those playing AP Zeri, so that's pretty cool. Good to know. Right, and that's it for this video. I hope you guys have fun playing Zeri and have a nice day.